And this time we won't let it for the rest of the recess. Or even for a week.
Wow. Those are some consequences.
Because he has been doing that for ever since, he used to not be like this. In the beginning of the year, he's like, I'm finding it. This is fun. But now all of a sudden, he's like, I don't want to be it. For some reason.
Yeah.
The worst part about it, he literally cries when I keep telling him.
Telling him what?
Keep telling him, you need to be it. Everybody's tired of being it, and you're the only one who's crying about it.
And he literally cries when you say that he needs to take his turn and be it, just like everybody else?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. That's a weird thing to cry over.
It's just and we tell him every single fucking day he does that.
Language.
Sorry.
Every single day.
Every single day he does that.
Uh-huh.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
And he still cries over it for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I understand that, but do you know what? I do remember there were times where we would tell you it's just a game when we would play Mario Kart with you, and you would get upset. You would cry when you would lose. So,
Yeah, but
I know that you don't do that anymore, but
I don't do that anymore.
I think Langston is probably back where you were back then. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't understand why he cries. And sometimes he cries for no reason. For some reason. I don't understand why.
Well, people always cry for a reason. People don't cry for no reason. So if it seems like he's crying for no reason, it's just something that you don't understand or you're not aware of. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the reason, and I just remembered it. So take that out. But
well, what was the reason that you remembered?
Oh yeah, I just remembered. He didn't tell me for a long time. His mother was somewhere else.
She left for a while?
I don't know where she went, but he was about to see her, and that's why. And she's starting to see her more.
Oh, that's good.
I don't understand why he keeps fucking crying.
Hey!
Sorry.
Stop cussing.
Freaking crying over just a game. Yeah, but I know, I can actually calm myself down.
Well, you know what? I want to tell you something. You said that he cried because he hasn't seen his mom in a long time. So you know what? Maybe when he's crying, about being it and stuff, maybe it's not so much about him not wanting to be it.
No.
Maybe he's feeling upset by other things too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the it thing. Sometimes people can get upset over things being it because they have other stuff that makes them unhappy. You know what I mean?
Yes, but still, he's still happy every time he's not it. And he's having fun just run. If you have fun running, you have to have fun being it.
That is true. And I understand what you're saying. But, sometimes you gotta...
And he's not even sad about his mom anymore. He's not even sad because he's starting to see her mom way more.
Oh, but let me put it this way. How bad would you feel? How would you feel if you didn't get to see mommy at all?
At all?
Yeah.
I'd feel sad.
And then wouldn't that make you just kind of sad a lot? Even when you're doing things like playing tag, if you're thinking about the fact that you miss your mommy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when he's playing tag, maybe at least back then, when he was playing tag, maybe part of it was he was also just very sad that he didn't get to see his mom. Do you see what I'm saying? So I understand.
Then why would he be happy every time he's not even it?
No, I mean, he's just happy not being it. But my point is sometimes even when you think people are happy, they're actually not happy. Do you understand?
What do you mean?
Sometimes people can seem like they're very happy, they act like they're happy, but they're actually inside, they're not very happy, but they don't want to let their bad feelings, they don't want people to know how bad they feel inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how sometimes when you get upset and mommy and daddy try to talk to you and we're like, hey Luke, what's wrong? And you don't want to tell us?
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Sometimes maybe when, he's upset, he just doesn't want to tell you why he's upset. See what I'm saying? And sometimes he might even feel happy in the moment when you're playing tag, but then he just gets very upset easily because he's under more stress than you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but even I'll try to make him happy, and even if it's just a game, even if it's like something else, and it's like we're just having fun, I bet you'd still cry because he's not like something that's the best. I bet he'd still cry.
Well, maybe. I don't really know, but you should give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? I know that can like be a little difficult sometimes, but you should just always give people the benefit of the doubt and just like, I mean, you do need to set rules, like you said, with tag.
Oh yeah.
If he never wants to be it, then you do what you did, which is the smart thing to do, which is, well, if you don't want to play fair with everybody else, then we don't want to play with you.
And there's a new rule now that I'm making.
Okay.
And it's not about tag, it's about if you don't want to be it, like, then you can't play.
Yeah, that's the rule you already said before, dude.
No, but it's...
If you don't want to be it, then you don't play.
Yeah, well, that was before we said the rules, so... I'm making a new rule, and if that rule is broken by anybody, even if it's not Langston, if it's like, say, Sebastian, Roosevelt, which is another one of my friends, if they don't do that, they're not gonna play
until they want to participate like everybody else.
Oh, yeah. If it's like, if they get out and they don't want to be it, if they're like get out and they don't have to be it, it's like, and they don't, and they're hoping they're not gonna be it. That's fine. Well, only if you keep arguing and saying, I don't want to be it a million times, just what Langston did.
Yeah.
We should just kick him out of all games that involve somebody in.
Well, if he doesn't want to like play by the rules and he doesn't want to like,
and he's like
play fair.
Every time we play bubblegum to determine who's it, like bubblegum in a dish, and every time it lands on somebody, they wish somebody, and if it lands on them, they get out, and if it lands on somebody else, they get out. And when he's it, he says, but I was it like yesterday. That's yesterday. That's a long time ago. I don't understand. And I'm happy now my other friends were like that. I wish Langston would stop bragging.
You wish
just a game.
Well, yeah, some people brag.
And they're like, he literally lies about being always it. If you keep bragging over not being it, you're never gonna be it. And why do you keep saying, I'm never it?
You mean, does he keep saying he's always it?
Yeah, like if he keeps saying, I'm always it, and because he never be it,
because he's never it?
I'm gonna start telling him, but you aren't ever it now. Since you always just keep bragging over not being it. And then if he keeps arguing, then we're just gonna kick him out of the game for like a whole week.
Wow, those are some consequences.
That's because he did that for like, he starts doing that since the beginning of like
2022 or 2023?
No, not that. Like since the beginning of April.
Oh wow! So he's been this way for a whole month.
For a long time.
Almost two.
And we're still gonna be friends, but even if we don't play, we're still gonna be friends. But I don't understand why. Because in the beginning of the year, I remember moments where he's it and he's completely fine. I don't know what he changed into.
Yeah, but that's the reason why I say that maybe there's something going on that's stressing him out, because like you said, he was never like that before, right? And oftentimes when people who were a certain way before, like happier, or they weren't upset about, like, for in Langston's case being it, he's upset about being it. if he wasn't like that before, maybe there's something going on in his life now that makes him upset when he's it. So the reason why he changed might be because of something you're just unaware of. Do you understand?
Yeah, but oh yeah, and he doesn't even tell us that it's just him being it. Because I eventually confess why I'm sad, you know. I was so bad at one point. He literally just laid on the floor and then sat on the floor for like some of the recess. And then he went to the table. And luckily, my other friends were in on it. For the first time, the friends weren't really on it. But now they're on it.
In on it.
In on it.
Yes.
And starting to blame Langston.
You mean they bring it to his attention that he's not playing fair?
Well, they talk to him and say, like, if you're not it, you're not really playing fair because the other people are always it. Because I'm fine being it. I can be it any day.
That's good.
Even if I'm slow.
Yeah.
Because even if you're it, you'll eventually find someone. And I don't understand. Because if you like running, you like being it. So he doesn't like running.
Yeah.
And like, even if it was a different situation and we're like, he is older, he was getting in big trouble. And I want, if he does that again, I'm going to tell on him and on the teacher. And he keeps saying, I'll tell on the teacher. And he never does, so I'm not threatened by that anymore. Like, he says, oh, you tell your mom. He never does, so that's why I'm not threatened by him.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, thank you for telling me all about your drama at your school. I think that's an interesting conversation.
And there's worse drama at school.
Yeah, that sounds really, really difficult, huh?
Yes.
Is that really hard to deal with?
Yes.
Very stressful?
And then I just like tell him, Langston's already was found first. And Langston's kind of done because I'm pretty sure he saw us all coming together. And he's like, if he's not fine. And I'd eventually find him because that was not even that good of a hiding spot. And he was like, and I found him, he was like, that's not fair. And I said, you're the first one found. And he says, that's not fair. I'm always the one. Even though he's never it. And he was like running, and then I spotted him. And then he's like, and then I kept telling him, and then he just started crying and sat on the floor. And then like, whoa, Langston's gonna stay like that until he starts being better.
He cried and sat on the floor because you found him?
Yes.
Huh.
And
you said that he didn't used to be like that, right?
Yes, he used to be fine with being it.
So then, see, Luke, that leads me to believe that there's something that's really bothering Langston that you just don't know about and that I don't know about.
Wait, no. He used to not be it because he's like...
I know, but what I'm saying is if he used to not be like that...
Wait, I'm trying to remember.
Is,
he almost never went to be it. And now that he's starting to be it more, he's starting to not like this new thing. So
so you're saying that he used to not be it a lot, but now that he is...
For some reason I was thinking that he was it, but a lot, but he wasn't.
Okay, well then what it makes it sound like, it sounds like to me, what you're describing it to me, it sounds like, yeah, he was much better at tag, and maybe you guys weren't as good, but now that you guys have gotten as good as he is, now that he's just not happy with being it. Like, he doesn't like the fact that you guys have gotten so good.
No.
So maybe he's just upset that he's it more often, which does suck. That's not a cool thing at all.
I don't understand why. Like, it's just a game, dude. Just stand up and don't be a crybaby. Because he like, if you play tag with him, there has to be at least one time where, if you play tag with him for like the whole school year, there has to be one time where he at least cries, or at least a few times.
Uh-huh.
And it feels stupid that he even cries over a freaking game.
Yeah.
And that's
It is stupid when people cry over games, isn't it?
yes.
And you
And
usually
I
do
actually
it
have
yourself.
gotten over it.
I know you've gotten over it, and I'm proud of you for that. But you know what? He hasn't reached that level of calmness that you have.
We
You
have told
understand?
him that it's okay if you're. He's not even losing the game. He's not even losing. He just. I don't understand why he gets so mad.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I just don't like how he does that. And the only time he doesn't try when we play again is not even when we're playing a tag game.
Yeah. But you know what? The fact that you and your friends set rules, and the fact that, like, you know, you guys make consequences if people don't want to play
We're
fair,
starting to.
that's the best way to go about it. Is, you know, you don't play with people who don't want to play fair.
Oh yeah, and there's another rule.
Uh-huh.
We can't really go in the bathrooms unless you have to go to the bathroom. So if you hide in the bathroom, you're automatically in.
Ah, that's a smart rule. Is that like the school won't allow you to play in the bathrooms?
No. And there used to be some girl drama. And
There was girl drama?
yes.
Okay, what's the girl drama? I gotta hear this.
They're like, thankfully it's not no bad boy drama. It's like
Uh-huh.
Langston.
What's the girl drama?
It's like, it's not really like how you think it is. It's like, it's not even, it's like, for some reason there's girls in our classroom
Uh-huh.
who be mean to other people.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
and,
not nice.
and there's also, the real reason I said this is because, you know how we talked about legends when we're going to that area where we talked about Bloody Mary and other stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a part in the school year where the girls literally said Bloody Mary 3 times in the fucking mirror and it didn't
Hey,
work.
the cuss words. You need to calm down with those cuss words, dude.
She said it 3 times in the freaking mirror.
Well, you just said 3 cuss words in this conversation. So you need to watch yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go on.
So they said Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror. And guess
Uh-huh.
what?
What?
They got in trouble.
They got in trouble for doing that?
Well,
Did Bloody Mary come, like, appear and give them detention or something?
no.
Oh.
The school thinks it's inappropriate.
You know what? I can kind of understand that. You know why?
Because Bloody Mary, if it's anything to do with blood, it's not if you get cut.
Well, look, but
It's
listen to me.
gory.
Yeah.
I
and
wouldn't do
this is
that.
the fact. This is the fact of the matter is that some people, especially younger kids, they might get scared hearing that sort of stuff. Do you understand? And so, like, you may not be scared of that, and I may not be scared of that, but that doesn't mean that other kids aren't scared of that. And that kind of stuff at that young age is just not appropriate for your, you know, classmates. I'm not going to say you shouldn't talk about those things with your friends as long as they're okay with it, but you guys need to kind of be careful with who you say
No,
those
it's
things
not.
around.
It's not in our area, it's the other girls.
Okay? But the same thing applies. You know what your mom's calling?